The final DLC for Control is here, and it is something fans of Remedy have been waiting for. But what about those who are new fans? Can they still enjoy it? Luckily, I am one of the newer fans. I'm Joe, and I'll be diving into the active investigations area to give you a review for the Control AWE DLC. Now, playing the game, you get a lot of references and Easter eggs to a shared universe of the games made by this company, and this DLC pulls on that thread even more. I thought it was awesome the way this was being done, but I personally have never played any of their other games. I did look into Alan Wake a little bit, and it seems like a really cool game. Now, I'm not clueless about Alan Wake. I watched some fantastic videos made by Gaming University. His videos help you get a good understanding about Alan Wake, as well as just understanding the Control universe a lot better. I'll link his channel in the description so you can go check out his videos when you're done with this one. So this DLC starts with Jesse hearing Alan. I do think the way they did this was cool. If you didn't play Alan Wake or have no idea about him at all, it just feels like regular mysterious stuff that happens in the game. If you do know this stuff, I can only imagine how awesome it is to hear him again. Honestly, I am a bit mixed on this DLC. I love Control, and getting more from them is awesome. But at the same time, there are a few things that I was not a huge fan of, and some more hardcore fans won't like either. Don't worry, this part will be as spoiler-free as possible. Honestly, my biggest complaint was I wanted more Alan Wake. Jesse is awesome still, but I just wanted more of him. He didn't have to be playable, just there more. For some reason, I also had some bugs, which is weird since this is the first time in my experience with the game that I had any. Now, there aren't much, but they're still there. I had a few texture pop-ins, and I also for some reason had part of the button prompt stay there for a while. But the most annoying was whenever I would unpause the game, it would freeze for a second and then kind of lag to what I was doing. So every time I was unpausing it, I had to wait a few seconds and then continue. These are not major or game-breaking bugs, but they were there and happened a few times unfortunately. That's actually most of the negatives. Now, let's move on to the good stuff. I really liked how Alan Wake elements crossed over and added more interesting puzzles using lamps and things. I also like how you can get a new gun and ability to launch numerous items now. They also add a bunch more collectibles, and honestly, that took up a good amount of my time because I had to read or listen to every single thing I found. I liked how it added more to the speculations of certain things like Chester Bliss, or just more on Alan Wake and the people in his game. The DLC was also a bit more scary than previous stuff in this game. There were a few times I actually jumped, but at the same time, I don't do horror stuff, so I'm not sure how scary this would be for people who love horror. The creature you're tracking looks disgusting, yet pretty cool at the same time. I also like that they added a few more enemies. The DLC was only a few hours, but still a lot of fun and a lot to unpack. I can't wait for the theories and deep dives to start pouring from this stuff. I'm also really excited to see what Remedy does next. I am curious, will they do another season pass or a new game? Honestly, I want a new game. As much as I love Control, I want to see another full game from them. Now, I do need to go on some spoilers to kind of explain things better, so here's your warning. If you haven't played it yet and you don't want any spoilers, then head out now and come back when you have finished it. Alright, warning over. So, I need to elaborate on the Alan Wake thing that I mentioned as a negative. I said I wish we saw more of him. I knew he was missing, and the whole time I assumed we would find him or make good progress in doing so. But the DLC focused more on Hartman than Alan, which was honestly a little disappointing. I was really looking forward to having Jesse and Alan interact. Also, the main reason I just want the next game is for what I hope they will do. It would be so cool to play as both Alan and Jesse until they find each other and the story continues with the both of them. Now, I was also a little bummed that we didn't see Yati. They heavily implied he was back, so it would have been really cool to see him again. Also, he probably knows how to get Alan back. That guy knows almost everything, he just doesn't always show it. Also, I love the ending. Definitely has a lot to it and is kind of a cliffhanger, so I need to see where they take this. So, overall, it had some minor disappointments, but I still love this DLC and basically just love Control. It was so much fun to play. I just wish they did things a little bit differently, but it didn't make it a bad DLC. It was still a lot of fun. Alright, that's everything from me. I want to hear down below what you guys thought of the DLC and what you want to see in the next game from Remedy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay nerdy and keep binging.